Modern cosmology typically casts the universe as an unimaginably vast, dead physical box. In this paradigm, humanity is an accident, a microscopic speck trapped inside an environment that doesn't even notice us. This external container model suggests that if space and time stretch on forever, the laws of physics will eventually run out of unique things to do. Matter inevitably exhausts every possible combination. If you accept that space is an infinite room, you have to accept the existence of infinite identical duplicates of Earth. Somewhere out there, the math says another version of you is living this exact moment, turning your life into a cheap statistical redundancy. This mechanical map of the cosmos frames life as a meaningless byproduct. It demands a shift in perspective, a way to reconcile our obvious uniqueness with the terrifying scale of the stars. Reclaiming that uniqueness requires a radical geometric inversion. We have to consider the possibility that the finite observer is actually the primary container. Mathematics provides a blueprint for this: bounded infinity. Take a finite line segment between 0 and 1. You can divide it into an endless, uncountable sequence of decimal fractions. The boundary is fixed, yet it contains infinite internal structural depth. This principle suggests our internal state space is far larger than our physical volume. When we look through a telescope, we perform an internal zoom, resolving the boundary line of our own information capacity. Outer space represents the perimeter of this internal resolution. It is the landscape where the boundless potential of the observer meets the limit of what can be perceived. If we are the container, we still have to account for the scale. Our instruments tell us the universe is billions of light years across, which feels like a giant physical box, regardless of how we frame it. The sun offers a lesson in how scale alters perception. Its surface is a massive spherical curve. To an observer standing directly on that surface, the global curvature disappears. The ground flattens into an unbounded plane that appears to extend infinitely in every direction. This is a local horizon of infinity. A small, low-dimensional universe would force physical combinations to repeat. Matter and events would hit the boundary quickly, falling into a mechanical loop. Reality reaches an astronomical scale to flatten our local state space. It provides the systemic room required to move forward without ever crossing the same coordinate twice. Infinite space is the structural prerequisite for a system that generates true novelty. The vastness ensures that every moment lands on brand new ground. Viewed through this lens, the cosmos functions as a churning thermodynamic engine. It is a process designed to drive complexity out of raw potential. This cosmic furnace does the heavy lifting in the dark. It grinds through light years of silence and unstructured probability, working at a scale we can barely calculate. Igniting a single complex living system requires a massive concentration of energy. It takes an unfathomable amount of background noise and friction to smoke something highly organized out of a field of nothingness. The sheer volume of the universe represents the exact amount of energetic fuel needed to spark a single instance of living awareness. In a non-ergodic system, phase space expands faster than time. The universe creates new territory. This guarantees infinity does not result in duplication. Scale drives absolute divergence. Every action and creation occurs at a coordinate that never existed before and will never be occupied again. The engine of the universe works toward total uniqueness. It is a machine for producing things that are entirely unrepeatable. The infinite universe is a vast, entirely non-repeating tree, whose scale is the prerequisite for one singular crop. Life on Earth functions as the focal node of this operation. It is the specific point where the diffuse potential of the cosmos achieves focused work, perception, and intentionality. This makes humanity the universe's own perceptual apparatus, finally turned inward to experience its own depth. We do not need alien duplicates to justify the size of the stars. The infinite expanse was the exact amount of fuel required to make you.